Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacey Elaine and today we are talking house hunting and how my process is going. So anyone that's looking for a home, or you thinking about becoming a first time or second time homeowner, I just think I'm creating this video for us. Like, I always think I'm a part of the community that I create, and I create videos on topics that are applicable to me in my life as a modern working woman. So I will tell you this, I bought my first house when I was 26 years old. I bought the house and I was so excited, but it really wasn't what I was looking for. So if you're a first-time homeowner, I definitely would say buy the house you want. Don't buy the house you can just afford. Don't buy the house because it's in a great neighborhood. Don't buy the house because, oh, it can be a great investment property or rental property. Buy the house you want. And I did not do that the first time that I bought a house. I bought a beautiful house. It was about 2,800 square feet, I believe, in total. It had 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. It had an eat-in kitchen, open living room, dining room, kitchen area. The house had a formal dining room. It had a formal living room. It had a loft upstairs. And you guys, I was 26, single. I didn't even have a dog at that time. So I bought more house than I actually needed. And that wasn't the problem. The problem was the house was on 2 levels and I only needed the bottom level. So I never really went upstairs, but I did have enough room to house lots of people, lots of family members who needed a place to stay. And that second level really became like where I would move people in, like, honestly. But after many years and many traumatic experiences with that house, like it flooding the first week that I owned it. So I had to do a complete gut job of the first story and completely remodel it while I was in business school, while we were going through the Great Recession. Talk about a lot. I sold the house and became a renter, and I've been renting for about 5 years. I've been a happy renter, but I knew probably mid-2019 that I was ready to become a homeowner again, and I was just waiting. I knew we were one recession away because interest rates would go down. So now interest rates are down, home prices are starting to come down, and my lease, I already told them I'm not going to renew, so I've been looking at homes. And I have not been doing a great job vlogging while I was looking at the homes. But today, I am a little, not nervous, but I'm a little excited because I put in an offer on a home. And this is the first time that I've actually liked a home enough to put an offer in on it. So I put in an offer. I think it's a fair offer, but it is like 95% of what they were basically asking for the home. And we'll have to see how that goes. So let me tell you what I'm looking for in a home now compared to what I got the first time, and why I think I'm just a much better informed home buyer this time. And I could just give some tips for those of you who are looking for a home as well. So the last time I bought a home, I bought a house with a yard. It actually had like a play set in the back with rocks and a jungle gym and all of this, and a storage shed and grass, trees that were rotting and falling, and a fence you had to take care of. I don't want to do that. I am still single, not married. I don't have any kids, and I'm not buying a house for a future life that may not come to fruition. I'm buying a house for me now, where I want to live now, where I want to lay my head and go to bed, where I want to shop, where I want to go out. So now I am buying a house. Number one, it has to be in the city. Houston floods. I have been on the horrible end of Houston's flooding. And it really, really floods a lot in the outskirts areas. It does flood in the city, but in little pockets. So I would say one thing, Houston floods, and I want to live in the city, and I want to live not in a flood zone. If the house has ever flooded, if it's ever taken on water, if the street takes on water, if you can see the water from the house, I don't want that house. And you're going to have to pay more in Houston post Hurricane Harvey that had the most historic rainfall ever in the mainland America. And I'm going to pay for it. And I'm going to live in the city, and I'm going to live not in a flood zone. And I don't want a yard. And I don't want grass. I do want outdoor space. Now, in the age of COVID, Prince Mighty and I have just been living on our patio, and we have beautiful views of sky rises and office buildings and everything I've shown you in the past. And I can tell you, I cannot afford that view as a homeowner. I can only afford it as a renter. So as a homeowner, it is important that I have like a deck or a patio. It's also important that I live close to a park, because since I don't want to care for the grass, I want to live close to a park so that I can take Prince Mighty, I can exercise, we can get fresh air, and someone else maintains that grass. I'm just saying. So that's important to me as well. I also want a private driveway. So all of this is leading me to look for a townhouse, but I do want a private driveway. I don't want to share a driveway with anyone else. I just want where my car goes. I don't want it in a little circle. I don't want it in a little rectangle. I just want where my car goes off the street. That is my goal, is to have a townhouse with a private driveway. And I also want it in a community. So I want it to be like a neighborhood where you can walk around, and not so much like the suburban feel, because if you're in the city, you know, it's just never gonna look like the master planned communities of the suburbs or the outskirts. But you know, I do want it to be in like a neighborhood or community of sorts. So I set my budget, and how I set my household budget for the house is that I was gonna save 20% for the down payment. Now, we are probably on the verge of a Great Depression. Like just today, when I'm filming this, and today is October 8th, about 850,000 more Americans have filed for unemployment, more so related to COVID-19. So in saying that, I did save 20% for a down payment. I did. I checked the box. Your girl, you might have thought, oh, she's a shopaholic, she's not about her finances, but that's not true. I'm all about my finances. I only spend the leftovers. That's the thing. And so when you saw me shopping up a storm, it was left over. You know, we weren't doing anything else. But I did save 20% for the down payment. I also have a year's worth of my expected mortgage saved as an emergency fund, which is separate from the down payment. So over these 5 years, when I tell people I've been a happy renter, it's because I have been able to save like nobody's business. And I'm very, very proud of myself. Sometimes you just got to be proud of you, right? And if you're looking at this and you're saving for a house and you're on track and you're hitting your numbers, I want to say I'm proud of you, because I know how hard it is to try to stay on track with these financial and property real estate goals you may have. So I say that to say I have saved up 20% for the down payment, but I probably won't use the full 20% because I want to save a little more cash as we enter a depression. This is not a normal recession that I thought I would be buying a home in. So just to keep that front and center and be honest about that. So I have a 20% down payment, And then I do make sure that I do not spend more than 3 times, no more than 3 times my annual salary on the property. So whatever I get, and I don't include my bonus in that either. I just want to let y'all know I don't include my bonus. I include my bonus on a lot of things, but my annual salary, just as is what I used as my marker. And I'm not looking at any homes above 3 times my annual salary, because I think that's a great marker to say, are you spending too much on a home? And I actually like to be around the 2.5 times marker. So buying a home about 2.5 times more than I make in a year. So that's the other marker. And then I set up an entire annual budget for 2021, and I dropped in, even like for a monthly mortgage, more than even that. So let's say I blew my budget and bought something way more expensive and I propped that in. What would that look like? And that is what I used for my annual budget next year. And the only thing that budget says is that I would not be buying luxury handbags. I would probably only buy 1 luxury handbag a year, which I think is fine, but that's with the blown out budget, so, it is with me buying clothes and shoes and getting my hair done and my nails done and my brows, and if COVID ever goes away, waxing and things like that to stay beautiful. So that's where I am with the house hunting. I have finally found a property that I like, that fit all those parameters, that fit this financial budget that I've set for myself, where I want to live. And I put in an offer, and I put in the offer on yesterday, and I'm waiting for a response back from the seller's agent and my agent as well. So I will tell you, I keep it in the family. My agent is my cousin, and she's also an attorney. She's a practicing attorney, and she went to law school here in Texas, and she is Black girl magic, and I love her so much. And so she helped me sell my first house, and I've always kept her on watch, and knowing when I would buy another property. And now she is the buyer's agent, my agent, in buying this property as well. So I'm waiting to see, if I hear back, but this October 8th. And it's been more than 12 hours and I haven't heard anything. So I'm a little, it's a little nerve-wracking, but I always try to stay in God's will. And I'm not one of those people who are like, I want what I want and I'm going to get what I want no matter what. No, I am here to be used by God. So I am at his service, and he should tell me where I should live and open those doors or close them. I don't think I consulted the Lord very much on my first home. I prayed like, Lord, let your will be done. But I really wanted that house. I was like, let's put in an offer, blah, 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 and I put in a full price offer actually. But this time I am thinking more long term with the property, especially because let's say I do get married or I just don't want to live there anymore. I want it to be a great rental property as well. So if God so sees me having this property, then I will let you guys know. But I wanted to give you an update on the house hunt. I've seen a lot of ugly houses. And I will tell you, I've seen a lot of ugly houses because also, unlike the first time I bought my house where I wanted everything to be move-in ready, and then a week later it flooded and I had to gut everything and remodel. You know, the word of the Lord says, don't be afraid of what the Lord has already brought you through. Okay, that's what Moses told the people of Israel when they were crossing over the Jordan. Okay, I'm just saying, or the Red Sea. So I'm just saying, he's already brought me through a remodel. I'm not afraid of one. So I'm okay with getting a house with older fixtures, and then I can fix it up and make it look like me. I'm actually very excited about that part. So just making it look like Stacey Elaine. So if you're also looking for a house and you're in your journey, please leave below where you are. This is where I am in my house hunting journey. I'm just waiting today. I will let you guys know if I get the house or, you know, something like that. But I told you guys I would share my thoughts on the journey, on the process, and these are my thoughts and on the process. So if I get the house, then I will show you a video clip of the house. But if I don't get the house, then you will never see it. How about that? You will never know which one it was, because when I went to see it, I forgot to take a video clip. Sorry, you guys. I get in those houses in the age of COVID, and I'm trying to just see everything, talk about everything, visualize, and get out of these people's houses, okay? So with that being said, leave a comment below about how your journey is going, or if you have any questions about buying or selling your first or second property or anything, just let me know. I'm being pretty much transparent here because I know a lot of women, especially single women, or a lot of people have questions about buying a house and what it's looking like. And so I do plan to expound on it, especially like if my offer is accepted. We will go through the process. So I will see you guys in a later video. I just wanted to give you that update on my house hunting journey. Bye. Be blessed, you guys. Be blessed to be a blessing, as I always say. And I'll see you in the next video.